university cannot do in its mandate, so we are more commercial. We engage in 5 types of activities. We do consultancies, we have factories, and we have seedlings. We engage in training, which is non-academic. We don't compete with our employer, or our owner, rather. And we do other things like support projects. So that is a very brief introduction, and it will be probably much better if you have any questions for me to ask them. Yeah.
I am the chairperson of the Agricultural Committee, Parliament of Uganda, and I am the leader of this delegation. It's important for you to also know us. Yes, it is. Thank you, members. Let's have a brief introduction as we also take into consideration our time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair. My name is Sambayo. I'm a woman representing the local district, and I'm a member in this committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Maxwell Akora. I'm in Parliament for Maruzi County, in the heart center of Uganda, and I'm a member of the Agriculture Committee.
Thank you, Chair, MD, number 8 of my name, MD Nabasa University in Central Uganda, member of this committee.
I thank you all. I'm Berar Ephraim, member of Parliament of Bujuist in Ankole Western region of Uganda, member of the committee.
Thank you. Kumolo Joseph Mid is my name, member of Parliament from the northeastern part of Uganda, member of this committee. My pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, MD. Doreen Atari is my name, and I'm the clerk on the Committee of Agriculture.
MD, and through Chair and panel members, Professor Dominic Biagam, Executive Director, African Institute for Capacity Building. I'm at home.
Karibuni sana.
And I am John Kinyo.
We don't know who you are. I think there are 2 people back there.
I'm Peter Corey. I'm Assistant ICAD. I'm Java Adiambo, IT ICAD.
And you whether it is running around for you, whether it is doing the finances for you, the HR, the other logistics. Yeah. If you have a conference, we are the ones who will organize how people will be taken from the airport, where they will stay, all those kinds of things. That's the support.
Now, my interest is I would want to know related projects in terms of water for production. And if you have irrigation projects, can we be able to see one of them?
Well, we actually do irrigate, the plants that are here have to be watered. And Juja is a water-stressed area. This is the real savanna grassland. But having said that, we have a water source, a natural water source just behind here, and it has never dried. I don't know where the water comes from, but we use a great deal of water, a great deal. And even when we were back there, we had actually put pipes from the same source down to that side, which we removed when we moved to this side. So the issues of water, yes. I am actually very ignorant. I sit here and I have a bird's eye view of everything, but I don't have any technical knowledge about most of the things we do. But if there's something specific about water or water usage that you'd like to know about, I'm sure we have people here who can tell you. But the idea is to use what you have wisely. Some of the things we are, in fact, the meeting which I am in across there is looking into water issues. And they've just come from the field, and there's a lot of conflict about water among communities. But I think where we are supposed to go is that you use everything very precisely. I've heard them mentioning about places like Israel. Israel doesn't really get any water, doesn't have water, but they are a net exporter of food. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I'm not a technical person. But people find me very ignorant. Yes.
We don't.
Nobody is ignorant, Madam Director, except when it comes to specifics. But with the experience you hold, at least I've known you since the past 9 years, so you are over and above those.
I think, through the chair, I think in relation to what the honorable member is asking, you'll be able to see the irrigation systems. It's quite robust in their nurseries and their banana farm. So we'll probably start from the source and then see how water is.
Maybe once more. Now, given the setup and what you do you do training for other institutions or individuals who come?
Yes, we do. We do training, but in fact, we have a training wing. I think I mentioned it. And the thing about us is that it is not like the university which offers degrees, diplomas, those kinds of things. People come to us and tell us, we have this problem, we need to train this group of people. Can you organize it for us? And we've actually done all sorts of training for all sorts of organizations. Whether it is something as mundane as business training for some industries for their forward lines, whether it is something a bit technical like maybe miners who want the labor they have is just villagers, but they want them to have just a few skills. They will come to us and we will discuss it with them and we will actually do it. We will go anywhere in the country at any time and organize the training. So yes, we do. And whether it is, we also train for farmers. So some people come to us, they tell us, okay, we want to plant pixie oranges or something like that, but we've never done this. Can you send your technicians to come and take our employees through this? We will do it.
Members, I think other questions will ask from the field. Let us allow the MD to go for other engagement.
Thank you very much. And karibuni. Yes.
Then I give you an outlay of how we will move. Okay. Then we can just proceed. Then we do trainings for even nursery management, we do trainings, orchard management, we do trainings. All those issues that are related to production are always having a training module, an on-site aid, so that the farmer is able to pick not just the product, but also be capacity built on how to handle it. Then on the, I don't know whether your committee also handles livestock, because now that's basically limited in my area, but I've been through the others. So we will also see our feeds. Then I think from there we can pass by the mushroom a bit, then we go to the banana. I think that's fine. You can then finish up the yogurt.
With the register of feeds, we also have the chain of feeds and then the register of feeding on the feeds.
Yeah, actually the university farm buys from us. The university have a farm that they pick the feeds from.
And what is the cost of the avocado seedling? The cost?
160 Kenya shillings.
150, that is equivalent to?
About times 30, 4,500.
It's okay.
But today's rate is 22, so easy mathematics, 20 shillings, so that's about 3,000.
If you want us to...
I wish I had a means of taking some.
Honestly.
If you want us to even now distribute to your country, we will just get into an agreement with whatever department you want. Then we have a contract for supply. I think that is one of our outcomes for this meeting. That we need to agree with the Honorable Chair how to fast track that before.
And Mr. Richard,
Yes.
for the interest of this committee, through your chair, many quack seed producers have taken advantage of the global interest in avocado growing, particularly hash.
Yes.
But Kenya, standing as the highest producer of avocado in Africa today, having overshoot South Africa, it is incumbent on the legislature to interest all prospective large-scale and even small-scale farmers to get the seed from a researched background like JKUATES. Many people who visit my small garden have seen nightmares because some seedlings that were being sold on Mile 4 in Mbarara City, people who planted 3 years ago have not seen a fruit.
The same applies to me. I planted mine 3 years ago, but I've never seen it.
That's it. So we need to do things from an informed point of view. And I think you are at the center, at the heart of the business, not the lands.
Okay.
Any other?
Is there any other member?
Yes, yeah. We cannot ask too much because we don't know.
Yes.
Sorry. But I wanted to ask, we have suppliers of avocado seed in Uganda, the one in Mayuge. I don't know how far have they either contacted, because your rates are a bit down compared to the ones we saw. Maybe if we can correct them from Kabuzi or the other side of going to Masaland.
Ekitengela.
Yes.
Kakuzi is at 175 as we speak today. And Ekitengela to the late Saitotis farm is also at 175. But with the intrinsic science background, I planted the Kakuzi 25. I planted the Ekitengela 50. And I planted the banners from here. If we have some time and we are in Western Uganda, and we start either from Banana and say, Professor Dominic's farm, you see the difference. For Kapuzi,
So my interest is, before I see the product, I may be for this, because there are farms.
Yes.
But here is also a research component in it. So it was my interest how this committee direct the authority there, because many are big, actually. But we need to direct our people to look for
The best.
the better.
Yeah. Actually, through your craft parliament, Madam Doreen, you need also to go investigating or intelligence for your committee and see the Mayuge seed being producers and whatever, those who supply farmers in Uganda. Do they have contacts with the experts? And then where was the mother garden seed plant gotten from? Because for William Pike's farm and for the Fort farm, I understand it. But I will come up as an individual looking for business, have a mother garden farm just for business. And in the end, it's not my business when you don't have fruiting plants. So that is what I find here in Kenya. Like Professor Kahangi was in charge of bioan in Uganda and brought the idea of bananas into more research here. If you visit Kirinyaga County, you visit Moranga, and you visit Nyeri and Nanyuki, and you see the products of the seedlings from JKUATES for banana production. Amazing.
Professor, on the field of avocado, I was convinced to believe that probably my soil does not do very well. How best can I do to prove it or disprove what I believe?
That's what the MD was saying, that in terms of research, since they coordinate their work with the university, and even back home, in terms of the agriculture ministry, we should have the soil map of Uganda that you can superimpose on the different agricultural crop types and varieties in order to maximize production. And this is the data we need. But some of the African countries are data shy.
But for the House of Africa, I think it is of late that it was not against the country. They could be having the data for some other crops, indigenous crops. But I would love to know for the House of Africa. I'm really interested.
We are going to ask.
All right.
Soil type, acidity levels, manuring.
Manuring the black flies. I slept thinking about that black fly voice. For me, I kind of meditate on
Aliwahi kuja kutembea huku?
And also the branch separation section. So ideally, we started doing GSF here in JKUATES, purposely for animal protein and also by waste management. So here, the processes here involves the egg incubation, which is the first stage. The second stage is the larva stage. The third stage is the pre-paper stage, which is the stage now we have it for feed formulation. The fourth stage is the paper stage, which we now put in the cages. And the fifth stage is now the adult, the one you can see here. Each stage has got its own. What you see here are the adult fries. This adult fry requires special environment, and that's why I said each stage has got its own requirement. We use the insect net to prepare the cage, and we also ensure that where we put them there is adequate light. Inside the larva cage, what we put here is not the adult. What we put in the cage is the pupa stage. The pupa stage is now the dormant stage, in which now they undergo metamorphosis to molt to fry. So what happens here in these containers, we put the pupa, not the fry. The fry. What they do now, the pupa will now molt to adult, and once they reach the pupa stage, we immediately put them in the cage. We don't wait until we start seeing the fries. So we immediately return to pupa, we put them in the cage, so that once they molt, they will not be able to run away, or they will not be eaten by birds. You can see birds are all over. They love them so much. So we ensure we have a well prepared larva cage like this one. We put the pupa, and after 3 to 4 days, you start seeing now the fries coming out. In the larva cage, basically, these adults, they don't eat. So they only rely on water. They survive on water until they die. So what we put inside this cage, once we put the pupa, is that we prepare a container with water here and a towel where they can now suck the water from. We also prepare something we call an attractant. This is the attractant, which now will attract the flies now to come and lay eggs. The other thing you should know,
they lay in here.
They lay on this wooden plank.
Oh, okay.
So the other special character they have is that they like hiding their eggs. They don't lay their eggs anywhere. So what they do, we prepare these pieces of timber you can see here, and we create space in between them. Once we create space in between them, we ensure now whatever is inside this container is producing that bad smell. So that once they mate, they can come and lay eggs inside these spaces. This female BSF has got an ovipositor. So what it happens, once they mate, it comes and deposits the eggs inside those spaces. The other thing you should know about...
How long does it take from mating to laying eggs?
Once now fries, they molt to fries, you don't collect eggs in the first or the second day. They start mating on the third day. So if the fries now comes out today, you don't collect eggs tomorrow. You wait until 2 to 3 days so that they can mate now and lay eggs. These fries survive for 7 to 8 days.
Lay the eggs immediately.
After 2 to 3 days after mating, they start laying eggs. So the 4th day now you can come and take your eggs from here. So once they lay eggs, you start now harvesting your eggs consistently. From there you can collect eggs daily, after 2 days, after 3 days, and you see after 7 to 8 days they die. But one fries here raise approximately 500 eggs. So even after dying,
How many?
500 eggs. So even after dying, you have
they die in here.
Yeah, they died in here. I think you can see some here. Some of them they are dead. They have completed their 7 to 8 days cycle. Once they die, the eggs you have been collecting here. Once you reach the harvesting stage, you don't harvest everything. You harvest 80%, 20% to return where? In the cages to ensure a consistent production from these cages. But you see, even after dying, you have a balance of 499. So for it, it's not a loss. Actually, it's another advantage to you because before it dies, it will have laid 489. The other thing you should know, once they lay eggs, they don't lay egg at the same time. That's why you realize you will never come and find these cages. All fries are dead at the same time. So even now there are those fries which are coming out as the time progresses because one laid egg in the morning, other in the afternoon. So even that time, durations ensure the colony will have fries throughout. You avoid your colony to be.
So you have to continue putting in the pupa.
Yeah, you have to continue putting. Once you harvest, you
put. So basically, they move from this bucket onto the space, open space, when they develop.
We have the hatch down from here. You can see them. So once they fall from that container, they hatch to this substrate. Then from here we allow them to finish eating the substrate. Then we transfer them to the.
How long does it take?
1 to 2 days. 1 to 2 days. They are done.
So no, these ones are.
So if you want us to give you this, we sell at least one. So we will ship it to you. Or we sell it at the egg.
One by one from there.
No, if you want to buy
everything
from there.
Yeah, if you want to buy eggs,
just lavas on.
You see it in the factory.
And that is now the
fresh.
This is now the
when you're saving, doesn't it pain them?
No, it doesn't pain them. They have got an exoskeleton. So there is no way. They have got a very hard exoskeleton. And then
we have the crop for the lowland. Now it depends on your region where you are going to plant. Maybe possibly I would like to know where you come from. So
Uganda.
Uganda.
Uganda. All parts of
these are members of parliament representing.
We are representing the entire country. We are from all
in
corners.
Uganda, we have exported avocados in Uganda and also Rwanda. I have been in Rwanda for like 3 years. So in Uganda they will do the avocados, especially the Hass avocado, they are the best because of the market, because the market is readily available for them. Yes. Also the peach oranges in lowland part of the Uganda, the peach oranges will do well. Bananas, you have bananas, plenty of them in Uganda. But to us we have the tissue culture bananas.
What about apple mangoes?
Apple mangoes, we sell at 150 shillings per seedling. Even that one will do in Uganda. Because it's almost like in Kenya. I've visited the place. It's almost like in Kenya. We have also the passion fruit, the Grafting and purple. Purple passion fruit, Grafting and purple passion fruit. We have the apples, the South African apples, grapes.
But the apple does not grow anywhere in Uganda.
They don't.
It grows in the cold area.
In our area.
In Ireland.
I have it in my compost.
In Ireland, part of Uganda they will do. Because even to us here in Kenya, they do well in highland parts, where we grow coffee and tea. In tea and coffee growing areas, apples will do. But for the grapes, they will do in lowland.
only one or two statements there now. You don't have to answer it.
But the quality of the fruit, the taste was not. The taste was not good. That's the
So this one grows well. Do you have a grown one which has got flowers fruit around?
I want to see.
No, I asked Mr. Misach that in the shortest time we need an acre where all the seedlings that you produce one can touch. Huh?
Like the way you can see the purpose.
Exactly.
Here.
Or inside here.
Okay.
But the potential of natural jam, the potential of natural jam for home and foreign market doesn't lie elsewhere but the tree tomato.
How long does it take from the lab to the planting, transplanting?
It's about 8 months.
8?
Yeah.
Do the rabbit take the 3 months?
So
then take
where
4 months.
do you source the tissues? Where are the bananas coming from?
We have a mother block within the campus.
But
Yeah.
bananas are not native in Kenya. As in, do
They
they
have
grow?
they have in the campus,
Yeah.
so they don't go and look it from out.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is in terms of planting out.
By growing too much acreage of banana doesn't mean Kenya that is not actually
House like this one, and then you put your own media, or we can transport when the media is actually already done. Yeah. So those are the two methods. Here in Kenya, this is now being adopted because there are many government programs that are advocating for banana propagation and banana value chain all the way to processing. So here we also do the same. We start from the beginning, the production, all the way to value addition through the food science department. That's what Daktari does. Dr. Kinyuru is a food scientist.
So, and farmers can now propagate that when it matures.
They will just put it on the.
What I mean is, if I bought maybe 100, how do I propagate them into maybe 1,000? From can I pluck the suckers?
No, because of disease transfer. You see, this is a clean material.
So I have to come back here. This is the only source.
There are other labs.
Yeah.
But now majorly for TC the vulnerability of the crop is very high. So we do not advocate for that sharing of the of the transplant.
It will produce the suckers. But now that sucker we cannot assure you that it's a clean planting material.
But somewhere you can survive.
You remember in my presentation on the first day I talked of clean planting material. So this is from here we are assuring you this is a clean disease free. You plant it to produce suckers, yes. But now if you want to propagate those ones, we cannot assure you
that it will be clean as its mother plant.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually here the major estates that are doing bananas, 50 acres, 100 acres, they all pick at this stage. Then they go and do a nursery like this, then they do the propagation.
Because the other one, transporting the other one is expensive.
Yeah.
There are two issues. There's commercialization.
Yeah.
And there's subsistence.
Yeah.
For subsistence, it's difficult for a farmer to come and propagate by so if it could be developed that it can actually be transferred, or for those who want to grow for subsistence at a small, of course for commercialization you have to get the clean source.
Actually, that's why the government in Kenya has decided to have this kind of nurseries in different counties. So they will not buy that, they will buy this. Then
Which
the farmer,
cheaper.
this is cheaper.
So you say this
And it's way cheaper. Like now, Kitui County yesterday picked 7,000 seedlings. They are already now doing it at the ATC, their agricultural training centers in every county. So they will now do it on site. Then the farmers will pick from across the area. So now when you talk about now the sustainability of this, when it is decentralized, it moves faster.
biologically the sucker multiplication can be done, but shouldn't expand profusely for purposes of devaluing the research done, the disease transfer and pests. That, I think that's why the government of Kenya has come in to say we develop the nursery management for sustainability of the production, maybe as a new cash crop, because they are looking at it as cash crop.
Actually, there are 24 counties doing it.
Exactly.
So are you selling this at the same time?
Powder after it's milled. Yeah.